tell me a little bit about you guys. Let's start with the first one. Like, how did the name even come about? I mean, I have a general idea, but I would love to hear it from you guys.
So Vicky Curiel, basically the creator of this masterpiece, she gave us about 3 months, I would say, to come up with a name, and we could not come up with a name for the life of us. So we were like, we don't know, and she's like, okay, you guys have by the end of the week. And we were like, okay, we'll try. But then she came in the room storming one morning before the deadline. She was like, what about Bella Dose?
We're like,
and we all looked at each other and we're like,
what does it mean? What do you? And she's like, a dose of beauty. And I'm like, oh,
okay. She's like, also it means fair share in Italian, so it's really cool because you guys share everything.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's actually perfect. Yeah. We actually love that.
So makeup, rooms, clothes,
everything.
Yeah.
Done. So it was a perfect name. It sort of like fit.
Yeah.
So how did you guys even come together? Like you said that there was a lady behind this, right? But did you guys know each other from before? Were you guys friends? Tell us a little bit of the history.
So basically me and Melany knew each other, and I feel like everything was like connected in a way. Like we were all intertwined. We didn't really like know each other per se, but we always were around each other. Like they did like dance.
We all crossed paths in our lives. I never met Brie until the audition, or Thais, but then I did a dance gig about a year ago, and Melany was there, but I didn't know she was there. It was like 100 dancers for this Adidas thing.
It was like a year before the actual audition of the girl group, and we had crossed paths, but like we had never like interacted with each other, never like spoken to each other, just seen each other.
Right.
And me and Thais had known each other for years, and then me and Brie did something before.
Oh my God, me and Melany. So I used to do YouTube covers, and I had this one girl dancer, and she was like, "Oh, I have a whole bunch of dancers. Like, I'll get you dancers." So then she grabbed Melany. And literally, me and Melany only met each other twice or whatever. And then she came to the audition. I was like, Melany. So like literally, it was just like we kind of like just saw each other, but we never knew each other.
And then me and Brie had a mutual vocal
coach
as well. So it was like all like intertwined. It was meant to be.
Literally.
It's crazy how destiny works, isn't it?
Yeah, we all were chosen separately. So we didn't know who was going to be in the group until we were all in LA.
And then bam, you're like, oh, hey, I know you. I've seen you.
Yeah. So literally, Thais and Melany, they've known each other for so long. But when Thais was coming to LA, like we didn't tell Melany nothing. Like no one knew. So when they saw each other, like, Melany? Thais?
I was freaking out.
So it's a big week for you guys, because a big week and a big year, right? Because we're only into the second month of the year. And you guys are already coming out with your first EP. I mean, who even does that, right? Even during these times, during COVID times, how do you guys feel with everything, that's happening and that's about to happen to you guys?
Honestly, we've been working on this EP for a little while now. Just trying to perfect everything, perfect all the songs, all the mixes, all the masters, even the music videos, trying to perfect everything because we're literal perfectionists. Like, we want everything to be just perfect. So we really take our time with every single song that we do, every single video that we do, any photo shoot that we do. So for this EP to be finally coming out, it means so much to us because it's literally all of our hearts, all of our love, all of our passion for music put into this project. So for it to finally be coming out and for us to be sharing it with the world, it means everything.
And it took us a literal year.
Over
a year to do this whole project. So I can't even believe that it's finally coming out. I'm like, no, this is fake. It's not coming out.
It can't be.
One fact that I read about you guys is that you guys engineer your own songs. Tell me a little bit about that and how you guys even know how to do this.
Well, actually, when we first started the group, the label put us in a whole experience where we had to learn how to do Pro Tools. We had to learn instruments and all that, and it was a real intensive, basically, because she wanted us to really bond and kind of be really involved into our music. So then we learned how to engineer, and so we just started doing that with a lot of our songs. So actually Una Niña was recorded by us? No,
Una Niña was Bishop.
Which one was it? Luna?
Recorded, but we had to record it again.
Yeah.
Studio things.
Yeah, so we have a couple that we engineered ourselves in the EP. So you know, we were just very involved with this whole EP, like basically like we did it. And
yeah, like we'll engineer it at first and then we'll pass it on to like a more professional engineer.
Yeah,
but we definitely like if we don't have an engineer available for our session, we'll do it.
You'll jump right in.
Covers too.
Yeah.
Like, we do ourselves.
Yeah,
Like,
our covers.
We'll run it and just record each other. Like one was in the booth, we'll record, next one goes in the booth, and we just take turns.
Organizing the verse, the chorus.
Oh my God. Oh, if you saw our templates, you would be like, oh my God, they're messy. Because we don't know how to, you know, make it all organized. So all vocals, Jenny's vocals will be over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. But then when we give it to an engineer, they're always like, okay, so who's who? We're like, I don't know.
But we definitely know how to like record and you know how to
the essentials.
Yeah,
we know the essentials.
Start templates.
Up to you guys. So like I was saying, I previewed the EP, and I have to say that a couple of my favorite tracks are Largate and Luna. I like Luna because that, you know, you guys bring in a little bit of bachata in there, and, you know, which makes sense because you guys are out in Dominican Republic. But I want to hear from each and every single one of you, like, what's your favorite song off the EP and why?
Ooh, I would have to say my all-time favorite is probably Si Me Llamas, just because it has like that like bachata and like urban mix into it. And I don't know, when the bass hits, I just doom, 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 like it does something. I just feel like, I don't know, that track is just one of my favorite. And also what it says too, because it's basically talking about like, don't call me, because you know, it just talks about relationships. I feel like it could be relatable to a lot of people out there.
Honestly, for me, my favorite track is Suerta, because we've never done a song like very party like based, and I just love it. I love the track. I love all the like melodies and stuff. I think it's just something where you could play anywhere and everyone would just start partying. So for me, that's my favorite.
Honestly, I'm with Jenny on this one. Si Me Llamas is my favorite. Ever since we made it, like literally the day of, I was like, this is my favorite song, honestly, that we've ever made. And then Suelta, honestly, as well, is one of my favorites. But yeah, those two, I would say.
Honestly, yeah, like the mix of those two, like I just feel like Si Me Llamas, it just hits different.
It hits
different, you know. And then Suelta is just like, oh my God, I never get tired of it. I don't know why. You know, I usually like kind of get tired of songs, and you know, I don't get tired of it. So I think those two, Si Me Llamas and Suelta.
I already saw you guys have a TikTok challenge with Suelta, right?
Oh, yes.
Your guys' TikTok game is strong. Tell me about how do you guys even like organize yourselves into, you know, creating the stuff that you do? Like, do you guys pre-plan it, or does like an idea spark and you're like, hey, let's do it?
Honestly, it's a mix of both, because we do usually have like a schedule. Like Jenny loves her schedule.
Yeah.
So you know Jenny will have a schedule for each time, each everything. So usually we'll do have a schedule, but like if we're just like, maybe we should just do this, like we kind of just think about it at the top of our head and then we'll just do it. Like I think it was Paladito, the challenge that we did. You know how it has like the breakdown? We kind of made that up, like the idea of doing a remix to it, like in the same day, and then we sent it to our producer. He made a remix, and then the next day we did the challenge. So it was kind of like fast, you know what I mean?
But then sometimes in the moment, it's like, oh, I thought we should do this, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's like a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
I also love that you guys are brave enough to do covers, right? Like I saw the one that you guys did for Shawn Mendes and Monster. I mean, that's great. You know, who usually decides that? Like, hey, let's do a cover of so-and-so and let's put it up online.
Honestly, it's a mix. Us and Vicky. Vicky usually sends us ideas like in the group chat. She'll be like, you guys should do this cover. And we'll be like, yeah, let's do it.
In the mornings, we'll wake up to like links and it'll be like, she'll be like, oh, you guys should do this. Oh, you guys should do that.
Yeah.
We'll be like, okay, yeah, cool. We'll look at them.
Because she has like this like superpower, I think, where she knows when a song's going to just blow up. So she usually tells us, oh, this song's gonna like go really big, like it's gonna get a lot of views, so do this one. Like we did Te Robaré, and that one has like our most views, and she actually sent us that song. And we were like, all right, we're gonna do it. We recorded this cover the same day she sent us the link, and then the next day we recorded the video, and then we put it out.
And everything. We literally put it out the same day we filmed it.
Engineered that one, right?
Yeah, we engineered that one too.
Nice. Who are you guys' biggest inspirations? Like growing up, who do you guys admire? And I'm sure you guys all have somebody different, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For me, when I was younger, I absolutely loved Britney Spears and Jennifer Lopez. I had their tour videos, their concert videos, and I would play them every single morning. I would stand in front of the TV, copy their dance moves, sing to the top of my lungs, literally all their songs back to front, like all the lyrics. And I never played with my dolls during those mornings, never played with any toys. I just wanted to sit there and watch Britney Spears and Jennifer Lopez. So yeah, I would say they were definitely my inspirations.
I really loved Christina Aguilera and Etta James. Like, I was young, but I loved old music, like old school music. And then I loved singers with big voices. So like Christina, like her voice was my favorite. I would be singing her songs all the time. And Adele, I loved Adele as a kid too. So I don't know. Yeah, those are like my favorite.
I would say, when I was like young, like 4 or 5, huge on Britney Spears. Like I loved Britney. I had Britney dolls, Britney toys. And then I started getting into like Selena. And then I became a huge Selena fan. And then there's so many people, oh my gosh. I think the biggest inspiration out of all is probably the Beatles. Because my brother is really into like old school music. So he played a lot of like Billy Joel, Buddy Holly. And the Beatles was always my favorite, which is crazy because now I'm in a girl group. And it's 4. And I would have never imagined, like, it's crazy how life works. And yeah, it's a blessing. Because I feel like I kind of can relate now, like how they did music, how they worked together. And yeah.
Totally.
For me, definitely Selena. Like, she's the reason why I even started singing in the first place. Like, Como la Flor was my go-to song. Like, at every family, if you meet any of my family members, they will tell you, Como la Flor. Like, I would be like, oh my God, okay, stop talking to me about Selena. Selena, definitely, and Michael Jackson, for sure. I feel like he was just so inspirational, how he moved, his charisma, like, his voice was incredible. He was so, like, he tried to be perfect at everyone. I loved him. So, him and Selena.
Just to wrap up, where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years?
Ooh. Hopefully performing in Madison Square Garden. Yes. You know, or like, I don't know.
Having a #1 record.
Literally, I know we're still gonna be together, and I know we're gonna literally, I hope, like, just be the biggest girl group in the world. Like, I hope we're at our peak, you know, because I feel like 5 years is a long time, but like so short at the same time. Yeah. So for me, I hope we're up there.
Definitely.
Hey, anything is possible, right?
Yeah, winning Grammys, you know, hopefully
getting a Grammy.
That's right. Hey, well, it was nice chatting with you guys. I appreciate the time and getting to know you guys. I'm sure, you know, we're going to have our eyes on you. We're going to continue talking to you guys as you guys continue releasing our music, and we're super excited about that.
Thank you so much. Hey guys, we are Bella Dose, and we just want to give a big shout out to Espacio for all the support. Go listen to our new EP, Suelta, out now. Woo!